Howdy, everybody. Hope everybody's having a good start to the week. Before I tell this story, I want to tell you about a channel I've been watching that has me reminiscing a lot about my former dispatching activities with Delaware State Police. So I've been watching the channel off and on for a while. The last few days, I've been watching this channel very aggressively, I guess you could say, or consistently. It's called Arkansas Police Activity, and the content on that channel is really tremendous. Um, I would say most of what I've seen so far is with the Arkansas, state police, um, kind of like a lot of high-speed chases and stuff like that. There's certain recurring I don't want to call them characters, but troopers that do um, appear. And the one thing I will would like to mention before I get on to the story is um, when you're chasing a bad guy, and it's gone for 10, 15, 20 minutes, whatever, over 100 miles an hour, some cases 120 miles per hour, and basically they have no regard for life or anybody else. Um, at that point, you have to realize political correctness goes out the window. And I can promise you, I know just by situations where I've had to catch shoplifters, um, there, there's a point where you have to communicate on their level what they understand, and a lot of times that is profanity or um, you kind of have to get to their level for them. You have to show you're not intimidated. You have to show who's the alpha dog in the fight. So there were some of these videos I've watched from that channel. I highly encourage you guys to go over and follow, subscribe. They just started following my channel, even though I'm a little guy in the grand scheme of things. I greatly appreciate their efforts. But now let me get on and tell you this story. It was a true story. I don't remember all the details 100%, but I know how traumatic it was for a friend of mine who was a trooper. This was his second incident where life was lost. And I may get teary-eyed or choked up talking about this story. Um, Once again, my friend Trooper Lally, he was involved in a high-speed chase. I don't remember all the details, whether he initiated the high-speed chase. I know he was involved with it. He was pretty much the first vehicle behind. They were chasing like a somewhat of a minivan. Honestly, I don't even want to speculate why. I can't remember, but they were chasing this minivan. I think it was. Don't quote me. I hate to misspeak, but I think it was a stolen vehicle. Don't quote me on that. But they were chasing this van, and it's going on for a while. And it came down Concord Pike, which was Route 202. They at one point they came south on Interstate 95. It had these big embankments. For whatever reason, the vehicle lost control, rolled up the embankment, and then rolled down the embankment, and then caught fire. Trooper Lally tries to save the driver because apparently there was only one driver. It was later determined that the driver was a 16-year-old female. Trooper Lally realizes the vehicle is now become fully engulfed. This is hard. Give me a second. He's doing everything in his power to save this young lady. But since the van had rolled up and then rolled back, every door was crushed and disabled. So he's trying to get into the van, and he's not having any success. He runs back to his cruiser, gets the crowbar, and now he's trying to open the door. There's another trooper involved. Has a special place in my heart. Corporal Hadley shows up. He's the one that did my background investigation to allow me to work for that agency. He sees what's going on. Trooper Lally is trying to gain entry to the vehicle, the driver's side at this point, and the rear of the van is fully engulfed. He is so determined. He has both hands on this crowbar, trying to get it open, trying to get it open. He's a strong dude. Let me tell you that Trooper Lally was a strong dude. I haven't had contact with him in a long time. I love that guy though. He was a good friend. He had burn marks on his hands because his crowbar got so hot. He had blisters across both hands. He was trying to save this young lady. I have to be careful what I say on this platform. I'm not sure what I'm allowed to say and what I cannot say, but basically he was watching her perish while he's trying to save her, and while he's trying to save her, he witnesses her losing a limb. Corporal Hadley had to physically remove Trooper Lally from that situation to save Trooper Lally's life. That sucks. That sucks. You know, people always want to talk smack about the police. You know, everybody, you know, hindsight's 20/20. People could say, you know, it was what it was at the time. He did everything he could to save the young lady. He was forever affected by that incident and the other incident where he had to kill a psychopathic drug dealer. So Trooper Lally was a good friend. We worked out a lot together. I really liked the guy. He really, his success story was incredible. But after those two incidents, he was never the same. He was just never the same. He was more like a recluse, understandably so. He was performing his duties. And when people trying to scrutinize everything you did after the fact, it really takes you off, especially when you know it's a good trooper, good, honest, hardworking trooper who really has done a lot for law enforcement. So I'm sorry I got teary-eyed. That is a special place in my heart for a special friend. Uh, really cool dude. And, like I said, unfortunately, he was never the same. When I say never the same, he just became more like he wasn't open and just kind of stayed to himself, which I can totally understand. I'm in the same boat. Uh, but Trooper Lally was an excellent trooper. I don't give a crap what anybody says. Trooper Lally was the man. And he had more nuggets than most people. And I can tell you what he tried to do to save that young lady's life was way above and beyond what most people would have done. It's a very unfortunate situation, but that's the real deal. So I'm going to close out this video and tell you, please respect Thin Blue Line, defend the police, defend the police. I'm sorry, I'm a little tongue-tied here. I'm a little upset. Defend the police. Do not defund the police. That's the stupidest damn thing I've ever heard in my life. So with that, I'm going to say peace out, folks.